Hi, this is a video about some products which I feel like have a lot of craze around them, like people call them cult products and they just rave about them, especially in the sort of blogging world. I know that I've seen these products talked about so many times, and there's always that question when someone's like, oh, this is amazing, and you're like, yeah, but is it really that good? These are products that I found for me, yeah, they are that good. Like, they've been, you know, raved about for good reason, and they're just some things which I found for me work really well, and yeah, so they do live up to the hype. So the first thing is something that I mentioned last week in my sort of autumn favourites post, and this is the Bumble Thickening Dry Spun Finish Spray. Absolutely love it. Like I already said last week, it just does exactly what it says on the tin. It's volume without the dry shampoo cakiness, smells amazing, gives texture to your hair. You know, you don't need to use it after, you know, you've had second day hair, like use it on the day you've washed your hair for volume, because it doesn't, you know, wear your hair down and make it look grey or anything. Just, it's such a good product. So that's the Bumble Dry Spun Finish Spray. The next thing is my trusty Morroccanoil. This is just, I can't really live without Morroccanoil now. I don't know what a world would be like without Morroccanoil. The difference in my hair since I started using Morroccanoil is just phenomenal. Like, it's just such a good product. You put it on, you know, when your hair's wet, or a tiny weeny bit when it's dry to sort of smooth flyaways away, but it makes such a big difference. And I've tried the whole range. I've tried the shampoo and conditioner, and they're good, and the hair masks are good, and the sort of like styling cream stuff, that it's all really good. But the actual, if you've never tried any of it before and you want to give it a go, I recommend just the standard Morroccanoil Oil Treatment. It's so good. It really just works so well. I love it. So that's definitely worth the hype, and I know people always bang on about it, but it's really, really worth the hype. So, like, I totally recommend this. It's brilliant. The next thing are, well, I'm not going to show you all of them, but just to give, in case you've never seen them before, which I doubt it, but it's the Real Techniques brushes. Come in loads of different colours. This is a limited edition sort of set for powder, the white ones, and then you've got ones like the blush brush and foundation brush, and they all work so well. Like, I'm such a fan of Real Techniques. They're pretty much all I use. I have a couple of MAC brushes which I use from time to time, a couple of Bare Minerals brushes, but apart from that, it's just Real Techniques. I find they blend so well, they apply so well. The bronzer goes on, blusher, liquid, powder, founder, every single sort of makeup scenario you can think of, Real Techniques will sort it out for you. So, you know, if you want to, you can get like a little starter set for like £20, which contains, I think, like, there's a few different ones, so, you know, around 3 or 4 brushes, just to get you sort of into the Real Techniques like vibe, and you can have a bit of an experiment and see what you think about them. But I really recommend. They revolutionise the way I put my makeup on. The next thing, obviously everyone's heard of M.A.C. Everyone's obviously heard of matte lipstick. I'm actually wearing Russian Red by M.A.C. at the moment. I love M.A.C lipstick, so good, like all different kinds. This is Russian Red, as a matter of fact. I can't really just explain it by talking about them, but they are so worth the hype. They're so good. They last for ages, all of them, and you know, you can get matte ones, like this Russian Red one I'm wearing is matte, and then this is relatively newish, the mineralized ones. There's obviously the mineralized foundation stuff, but this is the lipstick which goes with the in that whole sort of category, and this is in Lush Life, and this goes on as a lot more sort of like glossy, but it's still like a really nice highly pigmented colour. There's just, I've got so many, I just love them all. Up the Amp, that's a massive summer favourite for me. This is like not matte, it's sort of more of a creamy finish, but it's so beautiful, such a nice purple colour. And obviously there's the Rihanna for M.A.C and everything. They're just so good. Like, if you want to try lipstick and you've never gone, like, bitten the bullet and gone a matte lipstick, I just totally recommend it. They are so good and you won't regret it. And if you want to, you can go to a MAC counter and just have a look. There's so many different colours. There will definitely be one to suit you, and definitely different style, like whether it be matte or cream sheen or whatever. I highly recommend it. And you just won't be disappointed. So MAC lives up to the hype. Lipstick, 100%. Next thing, well, I can't really pronounce this, is the Uemura. Uemura. Anyway, you've probably seen them, you probably know what I'm talking about. This is the limited edition gold 24 karat whatever curlers, but they're basically the same as just the normal silver ones, but these are probably the most talked about eyelash curlers around the place. Supposed to be amazing, the best ones. I can't disagree. I think that they're amazing. I mean, I was using a decent pair before, I can't remember which make, and I was like, really like the eyelash colours, will they really make a difference? Use these. And I was like, oh yeah, apparently it can. They're just, they're so good. They really just lift and colour your lashes so much. I really recommend these. I think they're about 18 or 20 pounds, which is just such good value. I love them, they're amazing. So I'm not going to try saying that again, but those eyelashes, I can write them in the comment box if you want me to list all the stuff I'm talking about. The next thing is Tangle Teezers. I literally have so many of these now. I like to keep one in every handbag. They are so good. Like, when you've got wet hair, it's obviously really damaging if you just scrape through with an average hairbrush, like ripping strands of hair out, giving you split ends and stuff. But these just are so gentle, and they're so good on dry or wet hair, and they don't snag, they don't pull, and they're just perfect. They detangle any knot, and they pretty much do what they say on the tin. They're like a tangle teaser. They work. They're really good. Like, I highly recommend them. They come in loads of really cute colours as well. There's like a cancer research one, like a breast cancer one, which I've got, which is cute little pastel pinks and blues, and they're just really lovely. Like, I totally recommend it. And they, once again, live up to the hype. Definitely work. The next thing that what's the name of my hair? Oh, I think it's eyelash glue. Ouch. The next thing, this is just a mini one, but I've gone through quite a few of the big ones. But the next thing that I think is absolutely awesome, that lives up to the hype, and you can't really see because I'm wearing false eyelashes at the moment, but it's the They're Real by Benefit mascara, and I think it claims to be like the #1 best-selling mascara in the UK or something like that, but I can see why if it is, because it's such a good mascara. It just put 2 coats on, and honestly, anyone's lashes, it like separates. It's not clumpy, like it's really like makes your lashes thicker, makes them longer, makes them more defined. Like, it does everything you want a good mascara to do. And I wasn't a fan, or like normally, of like this kind of brush, you know, the sort of spiky Christmas tree brush. No, these are not the Christmas tree brush. I like Christmas tree brushes, the big thick ones. I always thought they were better, and I was really reluctant to get one that looked like a sort of pin cushion, a little long thin pineapple. But I think it looks, I think that I tried it and I was like, okay, yeah, so you work. I love it, and I've got some more like new ones. I love it. It's just so good. It just definitely works. Another thing that I've got, which is also Benefit, which I've just recently bought, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much hype there is around this. I've seen it around the place a bit, but I've heard great things about it, so I thought I'd try it. And this is just so good. This is the Benefit Erase Paste. And it's supposedly amazing for, you know, blemishes and under eye shadows and stuff. And I tried it, and it just covers everything. It like, and you don't look like you've caked on, you don't look like you've iced a cake on your face. Your spot just disappears. It's just gone. Like, you just don't have bags. Like, you know, if you're hungover or something, you want to nip out, just put a bit of this in dry, pop a bit of bronzer on, and you're golden. Just, it is so good. And it comes with like a little scoop. So just scoop a little bit of product out, and then just like put it on your back of your hand or whatever, and just wipe, like pop it under your eyes, and it's so good. And I got it in shade #1 in Fair, because it's like more wintry now, so my makeup's less tanned and bronze, which actually leads on to my next worth the hype product, which is Zentan. I've talked about Zentan 100 million times before. It's probably appeared in a billion favourites, but this is just the normal dark intense lotion, weekly self tan. Zentan. Where do I start? Where would I be in my life without Zentan? I just couldn't survive. It's just so good. And also the Luminous Gold Tan as well is amazing. It's like, that's more of a developing one. I think I've spoken about that before as well. But, oh, all of it's just so good. Like, this is an instant colour and a developing colour. So if I know I've got to do something, you know, tomorrow, and I just put some of this on, and the next day I'll just have an amazing tan, and I instantly have a tan. So if I've got something to do that day, last minute, pop it on, get a tan which is developing instantly. Oh my god, it's just so good. I love it. It's just such a good tan. I honestly haven't tried a better tan. I'd be willing to test other tans to see, but I've tried a few, and Zen Tan, I don't not even know, I dread to think how many I've bought, but it's so, so good. That is my Old Faithful trusty tan, and I just think it's amazing. I have just a couple more things which they're not really, I don't know if they're like really cult products or hyped up products so much, but a couple of things which I found I really love at the moment, and that's the Millie Mackintosh lashes for one. I'm wearing the Portobello ones, yeah, Portobello ones at the moment. I don't know if you can see, but they are so good. I did a review on them yesterday, and I absolutely love them. They're the most natural, beautiful eyelashes I've ever worn. And the next thing is Lanolips. Just, it works. If you've got dry lips, use this. It's perfect for winter. And so that's basically it. I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know if you've got any comments. And have a happy week until I speak to you next. Bye!